Hello, this is Steve Malone with CompassFX. I hope you're doing well today and you're getting some good trades. When the market is range bound and kind of chopping around sideways, it's very difficult for traders to find a good strategy to use. So today I want to remind folks of a specific strategy that I have mentioned before, and I think it's worth repeating here. It's an Asian session breakout strategy, and what you're looking for is the difference of the high to low of the Asian session and compare that to the average daily range. And so I want to go over that with you because today in the euro dollar and in the pound dollar we had some good trades based upon the Asian session breakout strategy. Let's go through this. If you see the market kind of going sideways here, and like I said, kind of chopping around, when you look at the Asian session, I've got them highlighted here. This is the high of the Asian session, the low of the Asian session. When you take the difference between the two, and so from the top to the bottom here, the Asian session is about 33 pips. Well, when you look at the 5-day average daily range of 139 pips, in this case, the Asian session is pretty tight. So what we look to do is we look for a breakout, especially when the Asian session high to low is about 20 to 30% of the average daily range. Now, to use this strategy, you definitely want to be under 50%, but even better when the high to low of the Asian session is about 20 to 30% of the average daily range. In this case it is. And so what we're looking for is a breakout. And so when it breaks and it gets a few pips below, then you're looking for an entry point. And what you want to do is set your stop either about halfway into the move or on the other side of the Asian session. And we get this nice move to the downside. Now, what some folks will do is they'll actually look for a specific target using fibs. So you can go from one side to the other side, and when we break out, then what you do is you look for the movement to the 127.2, the 141.4, the 1618. As you can see in this situation, from the Asian session low to high, the euro dollar, as a matter of fact, it worked itself all the way down to an extension of 2618. Let's go over and take a look at the pound dollar. Again, the market kind of chopping around here up and down, but notice here the market got fairly tight right here, and we have an average daily range of 121 pips. When you take a look at the Asian session high to low, that's 55.93. The low here is 55.76. We're talking within 20 pips. That's very tight. So in this case, we're going to look for that break. And oftentimes, the favorable break is with the direction of the overall trend of the downside. So again, it broke below, it came back up, but then continued making its push down. Again, in this case, you can set your stop somewhere either in the middle, or I prefer oftentimes on the other side of the Asian session. In this case, the fib extension again went beyond the 2618, so pretty good. Oftentimes what I look for is a movement somewhere in this area. So in this case, a break of 55.76, it pushed all the way down to 55.65. Not a big move, but continue pushing on down into this area. Oftentimes, the tighter this is, the more chance that it will reach the 200 to the 2618. The larger this is, the chance for it to just simply go to the 127.2 towards the 1618. Again, the idea is to look for the Asian session high to low to be below 50% of the average daily range, even better if it is 20 to 30% of the average daily range. To learn more about this technique, go over to the CompassFX website, click on Forex Videos. On the Forex video page, simply scroll down and find the Asian session strategy. Click on that, and I've got 4 specific videos on how it's explained and where you can go get the Asian session strategy indicator. Well, folks, this is Steve Malone with CompassFX. I hope some of this information will help you out in your trading. Just be aware that when the market's fairly tight, narrow range, especially the Asian session is fairly tight, and the average daily range is sizable compared to the high to low of the Asian session, look for that Asian session breakout. There's a possibility of getting some nice pips as the European market opens up. Folks, Dean Malone with Compass FX. Y'all make it a good day. Get some good trades. We'll talk to you next time. Bye-bye.